I think that his actions on this issue are completely incorrect. And I say that as a friend. Whatever the motivation for using the copyright system to take down a video, I am obviously and vocally opposed to that in every circumstance where it happens. So that doesn't change just because Kurt happens to be my friend. We've got a fun topic to talk about tonight because this thing is not going away or dying down simply. So I guess I'll have to talk about it, which is fine. I planned on it anyway. And then Legal Mindset did a stream last night or this morning or whatever. I don't know what time anything actually is anymore. We're going to talk a little bit about the Kurt copyright situation. And what I will hope is that my friend will hear those things and take them to heart. There are a couple channels out there, smaller channels, commentary channels that have uploaded some videos. I would suggest mocking uncivil law for various issues. The most famous one being a parody dating video.
Bow, 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 bow.
So I think it's been around for a long time, but it like came back or something. It like resurfaced or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. He has copyright struck the video. If you get 3 copyright strikes within a certain amount of time, your YouTube channel gets deleted. So you get a strike on the channel that sits there, then you have to either appeal it and get rid of it, or it will remain for a while. And then if you get 3 within that time window, your channel will be removed from YouTube. And I'm not here to blast Kurt. What I will do is say this. I think that his actions on this issue are completely incorrect. And I say that as a friend. Whatever the motivation for using the copyright system to take down a video, I am obviously and vocally opposed to that in every circumstance where it happens. So that doesn't change just because Kurt happens to be my friend. And importantly, as independent creators, I would counsel against it even if it were justified. And my understanding in this case is I do not think that the strikes are justified. I don't believe they are justified legally. If you have not been noticed specifically on the internet, you may never have experienced what it's like to have a group of people dedicatedly hating you. It's surprising. It'll catch you off guard. It's weird. You like know up here, yeah, there's some people who hate you, but the amount of effort that can be expended on you is something that you haven't a lot of times experienced in your life. And you don't really get like, it doesn't process. TC says, don't make excuses for him, Nick. This isn't an excuse. This is an explanation of what might be going through someone's head and also counseling to the people who are in this situation to just chill and let me talk. It can be jarring to have that type of campaign spring up against you. I'm not saying what happened to Kurt is in any way comparable. I don't know what got him to the place he's at. It can be very jarring, and you're tempted to try and do something about it. That's your first thought a lot of times, is defend who you are. I'm not that, blah, 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 blah. And the defense oftentimes is unhelpful. Defending yourself from most things like this is not ever worth it. Because if what they're accusing you of isn't real, then there's no purpose in fighting back against it. Now, at some point, a false accusation that begets some sort of action, right? You know, someone gets falsely accused of something. It really, like, it gets them in trouble in some way. Of course, you have to do something at some point. It draws attention to the issue. My personal opinion on this is very straightforward. I think what Kurt did is a huge misstep. I think striking anything, doing a copyright claim on these things, especially a parody video, is not the right way to do it. And I think that it would be in everyone's best interest to remove those strikes. That's just my opinion on things. I think that's the right course of action. Let me say this final piece. This drama is real fucking gay. So let's hope this thing gets resolved, because what a fucking waste of time all of this is. So on my understanding of the video, probably fair use. Probably fair use. Wait, it's not gay. He needs to apologize. It is gay whether or not he needs to apologize. That's two different things. He'll do what he does, right? And you know, the interesting thing about YouTube is you have the power to vote pretty clearly and pretty simply on what you approve of and disapprove of. But yeah, so there you go. Don't do what Kurt did. And Kurt, buddy, as a friend, you should fix it. You really should. You should fix it pretty much immediately. Oh yeah, Kurt, you're kicked out of Lawtube. That's as a matter of course. You're kicked out of Lawtube. Wait, no, Kurt, you are officially a member of Lawtube now. You got to fix it. You got to fix it to get out of Lawtube. Stop telling me to play the video. I'm not going to play the fucking video. I don't even know where it is. I'm not going to fucking watch the video. Blaster Brain. Nick, I love Kurt, but is it really true that Satan is his daddy? Yes. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. It was reported in the New York Times, so I'm not sure.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
What the fuck? Can you believe that happened? So I just want to say a couple things really quick, because I read through the comments, and sometimes, you know, a lot of people have a lot of opinions about how Nick was kind of neutral or took a middle ground or something like that. So I cut out all of those parts where he seemed neutral or seemed to give Kurt a pass based on his own personal stuff, and I just put in the stuff that for somebody who was struck, for somebody who's was affected personally by Kurt's false copyright strikes. I was to hear the words that I kept in this video. It doesn't get better than this. What else could you ask for besides what he said? I just really appreciate everyone. I know that it has nothing to do with me, that the whole thing is a bigger issue of abuse of power and abuse of, I mean, it sounds weird to say abuse of power because it's really just abuse of the copyright system, but we're talking about the day Kurt struck me was the day I got 1,000 subs. 2 weeks before that, I only had 100 subs. So when you hear Nick say, you know, if you've never gone through this, I don't think he understands that's exactly why it was important for people like him to say something. Because if you read through my comments, everyone who came in and simped for Kurt in mean ways, like, what they would say is he's a lawyer. He wouldn't have done this if he's not right. And so now I've been able to post the rest of the lawyers saying this is not right. And that if there's anything that shuts down that echo chamber, it's this. And I'm grateful. And I appreciate it. But, you know, when he said that we were mocking Uncivil, he's wrong. And I think it's worth repeating two things. If Kurt would have made a video the very next day, being funny, being, you know, just a badass in his field, I would have posted it. Because I didn't hate Kurt after posting that video. I didn't hate him. I didn't go there. I don't know what to say about that. And the second thing is, after that video was posted, if you read the comments in it, people were like, whoa, this is actually kind of sad. Because when you look at it from like, maybe he's not drunk, maybe he's mentally ill, and you watch it again, it's like, oh, well, I don't want to laugh at that, you know? So if he had messaged me and asked me to take it down, I would have done it in a heartbeat. Instead, here we are a month later, having to make how many videos? I mean, I'm happy for the channel growth. Like I said, I got another 1,000 subs just in the last 2 weeks. I don't even know what to say to these people. I'm afraid that they only want me to talk about this. But I talked to Good Logic, and he said this.
And that's what Divinity was for, to clip out my thing and turn up the heat a little bit. I will tell you this. You guys watching at home, I'm going to make a confession here. Divinity, watching her streams is like a guilty pleasure of mine. I watch almost everything she does. I seriously do. Yeah, I really do. Yeah, no, it's I greatly enjoy her work, and I think she does a great job of catching people up on interesting moments that happen across Lawtube.
I would say she's the weekly roundup, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep posting interesting shit. And if you guys don't like it, then you guys don't like it. The core of my channel and the core of me is Christian spirituality. So I'm gonna do myself a favor and try to weave that into my videos more, so that if this ever happens again, I'm not embarrassed at myself for making Lawtube videos. No offense to Lawtube, but it is gay. Okay, so that's it. I really appreciate all of you fucking savages. None of this happens without you, and that's why Kurt did it. He did it because he knew he could silence me, and he knew he could just be the cry bully that he is. And it didn't work. It doesn't matter that he has 100,000 subs and he's an attorney with powerful friends. It didn't matter. I'm not going to try to attempt to do a live on my channel this week. It makes me nervous because you think Kurt is embarrassing live? Bro, it's actually worse for me. I won't do clapping. I'm not going to be weird, but the vomit that just comes out of my mouth. Wish me luck. I love you guys, and this is a good day.